If Sauvignon Blanc has baggage for you, this wine might be the one to help you lose it. It starts like a Sauv Blanc and it finishes like a Chardonnay, and it keeps you guessing the whole way. Right from the first swirl, the nose grabs you with the signature blackcurrant leaf herbaceousness you get from Sauvignon Blanc, and an undercurrent of pink grapefruit and white flowers and sweet spice. Then the palate is quite mercurial. It has these mini waves of flavour where you're first struck by a zippy sensation of yellow kiwi fruits with a savoury, flinty mineral edge and white pepper. Then the wine finishes with a creamy texture and a savoury biscuit and almond meal character. It's a beguiling wine because it starts with a Sauv Blanc-like nose and finishes like Chardonnay. The magic here is in the push and the pull, the way the ripe fruit and the cut of the acid on the palate gives way to a creamy texture, and the savoury elements all play together. It's zippy, it's detailed, it's layered, it feels quite eccentric in personality, it catches you off guard. It might change your mind about what Sauvignon Blanc can be. We recently gathered a panel of sommeliers and winemakers for a blind tasting of what we're calling alternative Sauvignon Blancs, part of a deep dive feature on younggunofwine.com. Each expert picked their top 6 wines with no labels, no bias. Now, when we say alternative Sauvignon Blanc, we're talking about wines that go against the grain of the mainstream, wines that sidestep the brash, sugary, passion fruit, cat's pee stereotype that's dominated the category for too long and made many of us switch off the variety altogether. This wine, the 2024 Circulus Fumé Blanc, was picked by 2 of the panellists as one of their top wines of the tasting. Circulus is a brand new label from Geelong, but the vines are far from new. They're now 20 to 25 years of age. And the circular vineyard is surrounded by water, Bass Strait to the south and Port Phillip Bay to the north and east, giving it a maritime climate. And that proximity buffers temperature extremes. It wards off spring frosts, it cools hot days, and it keeps the growing season long and even. This is the first release under the Circulus name, and only around 700 bottles were made. The winemaker and vineyard owner is John White. He just purchased the mature vineyard in 2019, and while the safe commercial move would have been to rip out his Sauvignon Blanc, John stuck with it, not out of stubbornness, but inspiration. He's a fan of Pouilly-Fumé from France's Loire Valley, and this wine is his local take on that idea, and he's gone all in. Yields are low, the fruit is hand-harvested, and in the winery it's given the full Fumé treatment. It's fermented and aged in oak with extended contact on lees. And that lees work, basically letting the wine rest on the spent yeast and grape solids, adds that creamy and savoury dimension into the wine. In France, they call it batonnage, the stirring of lees in barrels to build texture and complexity over time, and you can really feel it in the glass. That texture and the savoury elements running through the palate. Alternative Sauvignon Blanc, it's a thing, and it's seriously good. If you want to discover more about these topics or see the full results of the blind tasting, head to younggunofwine.com and check out the deep dive. Cheers.